Hey guys, well I've been on the internet to try to find out how to replace the radiator on a Dodge Nitro 2007 onwards, but couldn't find anything, so I decided I'm going to try and attempt this myself, and hopefully it'll help somebody else in the event that they have to do this. So this is the vehicle here, and I'm going to be replacing it with the radiator with a new radiator. I will keep you posted. So the first thing to do is to get underneath and drain the radiator. So under here will be the petcock valve that you have to take off there, which is there, which you have to undo to drain the radiator. Next thing to do is remove the battery, and down in there is the screw that you've got to take out to take the battery out, and then take the battery off, and then you've got to take through these studs here to take the coolant contained reservoir and off. So use a 10mm socket to be able to take the battery terminals off, and the next job is getting that down there, that bolt. This will loosen up to be able to take the battery out. So it's better to have less things in the road when you're doing something like this. Now there's two bolts that hold the reservoir on right down in here. You'll see that bolt right there. There's two of them, one on each side, and it's to take the reservoir out. Now you've got to disconnect these rubber hoses as well, just here from the window washer reservoir, and they just pull off in order for you to get the reservoir out, like so. Now the next thing is to remove the air box. So you've got that screw there and that screw there. So remove those so you can get this air box out of the way to gain access to the other bolt, which is down underneath here that holds this reservoir. The next thing is to remove the radiator bolt, which is here, which is, you need to give it a quick jab anti-clockwise, and then you've got to remove this electric radiator shroud, which is unplugging the wiring loom just here and then removing the bolts on either side. Here, there's one here, and then right down the bottom that holds the bracket, right down here there's another bolt, just down under there.
We could have some for dinner and ended up having given me bloody heaps. And so I gave some to Bill and Marge and to Murray.
Yeah. Oh, not because I couldn't find any thing on YouTube telling you how to remove it.
Yeah.
Undo those two bolts there, one there that holds the condenser on, and one there. And the radiator tilts forward, and then it will hook back into place. Now once you've hooked everything up, fill the radiator with your coolant, but be sure to remove the air breather, which is just here, and then start the engine and let it warm up, and you keep filling that up if you can with a funnel. found the best way to get any air bubbles out of the system, because it's imperative that you do, is that you get a funnel like this, put it into there and screw it in, being a threaded, screw it in and start the engine, and then fill this with water until you see no air bubbles coming out of it. So with the engine running, fill up this the reservoir. You can see the air bubbles starting to come out of it. It's a good way to eliminate all the air bubbles out of the system. And once it starts circulating all the coolant, this water should change colour. Start to come through. Once the thermostat opens, the colour of the water will start to change. You can top up. See how it's changed colour? Let it run there until the air bubbles stop coming out. Let it run for quite some time until you see all the air bubbles have drained completely out of the system and out of the radiator. So once it starts getting up to thermostat temperature, then all the air bubbles will be out of the system. What you can do is you can replace the radiator cap now. That's full with water, so you can put the radiator cap back on. And just keep an eye on this. All the air bubbles have been eliminated from the system. Once you've done that, replace the cap and you should be good to go.